The old man was shocked to discover that the driver responsible for chauffeuring the boss had secretly drunk alcohol just before they were about to depart, while the boss was already on her way downstairs. He knew he shouldn't meddle in others' business, but his strong sense of responsibility ultimately drove him to rush down before the boss arrived and find the driver.
Look, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but I just happened to have looked out the window and it appeared you were drinking something from a paper bag.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Why don't you tell her you can't drive her today, or I'm gonna have to.
The old man had cleverly given the driver an out, and after the driver dropped the boss off at the car, he hesitated when he met the old man's almost warning gaze. He had no choice but to ask the boss for leave, citing poor health, and the old man naturally became the boss's temporary driver. Shortly after, the old man dropped the boss off at her destination. Before leaving, the boss casually mentioned she was a bit hungry, a comment he kept in mind. Taking advantage of the waiting time, he went out of his way to buy a takeout lunch from a restaurant.
Thanks. You really didn't have to do. Oh my god, that smells so good.
It's hard to imagine that this humble, meticulous old man was once a battle-hardened CEO of a listed company. He had only taken a job at this firm after seeing a recruitment ad. After retiring, Ben, whose wife had passed away years earlier and whose children were all married with families, lived a leisurely life many people dreamed of. But the repetition and monotony of this life left him with an indescribable emptiness, as if his long life had already reached its end. By chance, he saw a company recruiting senior interns on the street. So he dressed up carefully and recorded a job application video as required.
I read once musicians don't retire. They stop when there's no more music in them. Well, I still have music in me. Absolutely positive about that.
On the day of the interview, Ben arrived full of confidence, not because he thought he was exceptionally outstanding, but because there weren't many other elderly applicants. One even showed up with an oxygen tank. This made him feel he might have a certain advantage among the group. Before retiring, Ben had been the CEO of a printing company, spending 40 years in the workplace. His career had been extremely brilliant. During the interview, facing the seasoned Ben, the young interviewer seemed a little inexperienced.
When I'm 80.
To tell you the truth, I never thought I'd make it this far. And just like that, the 70-year-old max-level expert was successfully hired, fulfilling his wish to become an intern. That night, Ben was filled with joy and anticipation. To ensure he woke up on time for work the next day, he set 2 alarms, carefully selected an elegant suit and high-quality leather shoes, and grabbed the briefcase that had accompanied him for decades. His eagerness to go to work reached its peak at that moment.